my recording.
There you go.
All right. We good? We
Yep.
good. We're live. All right. This is the B block intro. Boom.
It's the media virus spreading all around. We're a pack of morons stuck here on the ground. They feed us the lies while we just stand by, drowning in the noise as the truth walks by. It's the media virus taking control.
All right, we are here in the B block of the Media Virus podcast, and we have a rundown. We have trying to, not for nothing, guys, but putting a show together, putting 3 shows together every week is kind of a challenge. And B block is kind of the bastard redheaded stepchild.
No. B block is where we do fun shit that we want to try. B block is the experimental space, always has been. We've always, even before we broke it out,
yeah,
the front end of the show was the news, the middle was whatever nonsense we came up with, and then the end kind of trailed off into what C block is.
All right, well,
it's our format
today.
It's just beautiful.
But today we are counting down the top 12 Florida Man in review, starting with our most recent. In December, a 24-year-old was arrested for animal cruelty after a long-distance online... Oh, what the fuck? It's not what I wanted. Anyway, I had something else. Shit.
Okay.
Because that wasn't funny.
His online friend reported him for abusing a dog. It's a terrible thing.
I mean, but the online friend, what
yeah.
Do you think? I mean, do you think, like, what kind of abuse?
Dude, there are quotation marks around online friend.
So, oh my God.
So with quotation marks like that, it would seem to me that could mean OnlyFans chick or dude, geez. Or, whatever. But, your sex worker was like, not only are you disgusting and weird, but you're mean to your dog? Oh, fuck that. Is that how it works? I mean, does that happen?
I
mean, don't get me wrong. If you see animal abuse and you can do something about it, do something. But are online sex workers reporting a lot of crimes that they witness while they're touching their hoo-ha for money?
I don't know, but you know who might be paying an online sex worker was a guy in Tallahassee.
Oh
no! In November, a Tallahassee man stole a forklift and then stole an ATM, leading police on a joyride through city streets
at 12 miles per hour.
Hey, man!
I know that because that's the speed that they govern forklifts at.
Yeah, but you can't like.
You can't whip a shitty.
You can't do that. You can't do that. What's they call that? The fishtail maneuver.
Yeah,
you can't make a fucking forklift skid out.
Well, you could tip it over relatively easy. They're top heavy, or they're easily shifted once they start going.
In October, a man was caught driving with a suspended license for the second time. When he was finally apprehended, he told deputies he only stopped running because he became tired.
Well, in September, A Chuck E. Cheese mascot was arrested mid-shift in Tallahassee after police discovered the man in the suit had an outstanding warrant. In a separate incident, a man admitted to cooking his pet peacocks to spite a neighbor.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, and I looked at the story too, just because it looked kind of ridiculous, and it was like one of those.
Man eats neighbor's cocks.
It wasn't his name, dude. It was his peacock. It was the guy who ate it was the guy who owned it.
Oh,
there was no like it wasn't the neighbor's peacock.
How does that spite your neighbor?
I don't. Maybe the neighbor really liked his peacock. Like, hey neighbor, you got a real nice peacock there. Oh yeah.
So man eats own peacock. Man eats own cock to spite.
That's right. In August, a man in Palm Beach wearing Batman pajamas apprehended a suspected burglar at his home.
That's interesting. Hey, I wonder if he was going up the. You know how they did the wall scene? Do you remember that in Batman?
Yeah, we used to just. Yeah, it was a gag, and he'd come out. Yeah.
Yeah, they were actually standing up, hunched over.
I think we did this story in July. A man was fatally struck on the interstate while attempting to save a turtle.
Yeah, I think I remember talking about that. In June, there was a Florida man arrested after authorities discovered a 9-foot alligator kept in inhumane conditions alongside a dogfighting operation.
I mean, a dogfighting operation is actually a great way to feed your alligator.
It is. And I mean, I feel like that's what was going on.
You know,
the alligator was just cleaning up the mess.
If the dog wins and then the dog sees like the corpse, of his opponent get fed to an alligator, that dog's going to want to win
again,
every time, I'd imagine that's a lot of incentive for the dog. Just for the dogs in general. And it kind of keeps your clientele in line because the people who are coming to dog fights are pretty shitty people.
Yeah, and a 9-foot, I'm here to tell you, 9-foot alligator is nothing to mess with. It's not like a swallow you whole alligator, but it's a hurt you because it just felt like it alligator. I've met and personally, I didn't wrestle her from, but I assisted in wrestling her and held a 5-foot alligator, which is every bit as strong as you are.
Why would you do that?
They are incredibly strong because I wanted to meet her. Somebody had written her up in the paper, and as you know, there was an article in the paper that said that one of my neighbors a couple of blocks down was keeping an alligator in his house. So I was like, I know a guy on that street. And I was out in my yard. I saw the guy walking by. I was standing on my deck drinking a beer. We had a chain link fence back then, so I just see right out to the street. I was like, yo, come here, man. He's like, what? So I tossed him a beer. I said, I heard that one of your neighbors down there has an alligator. He looked both ways, cracked the beer, took a sip. He said, you want to meet her? I'll bring her up in 5 minutes. She's mine.
Oh, so the good guy you knew was the keeper.
I was like, yeah, bring her up. So I interviewed him and made some tape and sent it off to a couple of radio stations. I don't think anybody used it though.
Wow.
They were trying to get him pitched out of the neighborhood because he didn't have a whole bunch of licenses.
Because he had a fucking alligator, dude.
She was awesome.
Dude, listen, I don't want a neighbor that has an alligator. You know what I mean? You don't want that. That's no.
She had her own room.
And in March, in April. No, where the fuck are we? In May. A man was identified as a suspect for stealing a baby alligator from a Pasco County business. I don't know what the business was doing. In April, a high-speed chase in Highlands County ended with the driver offering deputies a vodka spritzer mid-pursuit while puffing on a cigarette.
Wow. Well, it's just as good as a man dressed in a full clown costume, being arrested for trespassing and resisting arrest in Brevard County.
In February, a Florida man dubbed the Dine and Dash Scammer was arrested after targeting 5 sports grill locations in Miami after using the excuse that his wife had just arrived outside to escape unpaid tab. So he was like going around just doing this.
Huh.
It's so hard to dine and dash anymore. I was watching this TikTok, like restaurants are so surveilled.
Mm-hmm.
There was one going around on TikTok where they're two like high school kids,
Right.
dined and dashed. And you know they were high school kids because they were wearing their high school jackets.
With their names embroidered on them.
Probably.
Or their numbers on the shoulder.
Dude, in January, reports emerged of a scuba-gear bandit who swam to Disney Springs restaurant, tied up employees, and escaped with $20,000 via the water.
That's sick. You just, I mean, if you've got one of those underwater scooters, the propulsion things that the divers use.
Yeah.
I don't
know. Shit.
You just go down, you're weighted, and hop and go and buzz out to wherever you left the boat. That's how that worked. They got off of a probably a Zodiac somewhere just out of sight, and then went in with the with an underwater. They call them underwater bikes, or it's just basically a propulsion unit. It's a fan that you control propeller that pulls you through the water.
There was more than one forklift ATM incident in Florida, apparently.
Doesn't surprise me. Those things are heavy as fuck, dude.
You need a forklift to get one.
They're heavy as fuck.
You do need it. Yeah, well. So that was our Florida Man year in review. That's all the top 12 Florida men of 2025. And we're looking forward to a great 2026.
Yeah.
When it comes to Florida Man.
We might be able to bring you top 24 next year.
Let's see if there's any.
If Florida stays on track.
Florida Man 2026. Let's see what we got in the running. Just in the running for January. It's been what, 15 fucking days? 14?
Yeah, I mean, we're
in 2 weeks of January.
Barely halfway through it.
We had three listeners and they're all gone.
Oh well.
They all left at once. The main event inspired Florida Man games. The HBO series It's Florida Man, which uses reenactments and real interviews to showcase bizarre state stories, is active following its late 2025 season. I didn't even know there was an HBO series called It's Florida Man.
No, I didn't either.
What the fuck? Jesus.
So I'm looking at the Florida Man image that you created to splash the screen with.
That's the thumbnail too.
And the car in the background that's blowing up.
The limousine, half limousine, half Impala.
It seems to have 2 middles and 2 backs.
Yeah, so
it's trying to be a station wagon on one end and a sedan on the other. There's a weird middle door in the center that doesn't look like it does anything because the glass is connected to the door behind it. I love AI.
I like the Batman pajamas guy.
Yes, that's definitely a nice touch.
I mean, it took all the stories of Florida Man and it made one image, and I think it's pretty great. It's one of the greatest images we've ever seen.
It is one of the better ones we've put together.
It really is.
To
Well, that's all I had. That's all I had scripted and ready for B block. I kind of figured that would go longer, and it would have, had I probably put more effort into it. But I came up with it early this afternoon.
Hey, sometimes you just got to get the idea.
Literally having, like, if you have the Chat GPT app, you can talk to it.
Yeah,
and you can have it listen to you even when you're not on the app. You can keep your session going. So I was walking my dog, literally having a conversation, trying to develop B block, and I'm just like, and I forget what ChatGPT named it, but I named it afternoon walk B block discussion. And where did it start? So, hey, Bite Reynolds, we're still struggling. And a B block, my friend. It translated V block, but B block, my friend. We need to put together a V block for tonight. We need to come up with some good ideas that we really like. I was like, all right, why don't you pitch me some ideas? And it's pitching me ridiculous shit. I'm thinking of a 2025 retrospective, but I kind of need like an angle, like celebrity deaths is kind of grim. And it says, absolutely, we can steer away from that. Maybe we could focus on the most unexpected. And I said, well, I didn't say I wanted to steer away from it. It's just got to be fucking funny if we do it. TikTok trends of 2025. I really didn't like anything that was there.
Right.
I asked if he fabricated any of them. He did. Went through a whole thing. And then I was like, oh, you know what? Top 12. The top 12 Florida man.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gave me some fabricated bullshit. And then I went to Google.
Yeah. I like the raccoon in the bucket too.
That's pretty good. And the little Chuck E. Cheese. They sell chicken apparently. Or they sell pizza in a bucket. Yo, pizza in a bucket.
Dude.
Pizza in a bucket. You can have pizza anytime.
We've got to work fuck it into the song.
If you're hungry, just say fuck it.
Come on down to pizza in a bucket. We got to do it, dude. We got to make pizza in a bucket now.
I also have these, which I was trying to make the perfect Florida man.
How fucking awful would pizza in a bucket be?
I don't know. I think there's only really one way to find out. Yeah.
I guess it would have to be a Chicago deep dish.
I mean, if we were to lay the pizza dough into the bucket,
right? But you could surely make a pizza in the bottom of the bucket.
You could make a pizza in the bottom of the bucket, and then just fill that motherfucker with toppings.
You could,
pizza. All right. Well, B Block is sponsored by Pizza in a Bucket.
If you're on a diet and you want to say fuck it, come on down to Pizza in a Bucket.
There you go.
Dude, that's fucking funny. Oh, we're gonna have to take that little clip of me singing that out and dare the entire internet to remix it into something. And it goes viral and the show takes off and we're famouser than having 3 people wink out on us after 3 minutes.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have thousands of people tuning out after 3 minutes. Thousands of them. All right. Well, at the moment, I am going to put a bow on this thing.
It's a good idea.
And we will see everybody in C Block that joins us for that.
All right, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the 268th B Block on the Media Virus Podcast. As always, it's experimental and for your consumption at your own risk. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you in the C Block.
This episode of the Media Virus Podcast is brought to you by 302-46-VOICE. That's 302-46-VOICE. If you want my voice on your project, dial 302-46-VOICE today. Don't forget to check out our sister show on the Media Virus Podcast Network, Stepmoms Without Children. Join Ricky Rockdeff as she takes a deep dive into the fascinating people she meets and thinks that you should meet too. Find Stepmoms Without Children at themediavirus.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your fine podcasts. Special thanks to mysportsreports.com and delawaresports.com, delivering regional sports coverage straight to your devices via stream and podcast. Learn more at mysportsreports.com and delawaresports.com. If you wish to sponsor the Media Virus Podcast, email your contact information to pml@themediavirus.com with the subject line sponsor, or leave us a message at 646-VIRUS01. On behalf of the infection team and our feckless leader, Maddie Rockdeff, I'm the Reverend Professor Mike Latoris, coming to you live high atop Uncle Butch Studios, with one hand firmly on the pulse and the other clawing for a shred of sanity. This has been the Media Virus Podcast. We'll be back next week. Find us at themediavirus.com on social media or download us now from your favorite podcast platform.